I'm just walking back from town. It's a 1 hour walk there and a 1 hour walk back. So I've been walking for a while. I went to the shop and got some things, and I was inspired on my way home to just make a little video about something I wrote in a blog post the other week, and it's about making children do what we want them to do rather than what they want to do. So I get this a lot. Because my family we unschool. So what that means is my children don't go to school. They learn from home. Just check. They learn from home at their own pace, whatever they're passionate about. And we've been doing this for about 12 years, and I've seen the proof that without intervention and force and control, that they can learn to read and write and understand their minds and bodies best. And this is the opposite of most children today in society, who are directed constantly and told what they need to do. It actually steers them away from their internal guidance, and they, rather than live intuitively and listening to their own bodies and needs, they become bombarded with what other people think and say that they need. And so I wrote about this the other week, but I wanted to just quickly touch on it in a video, because often when I've planned to meet with another parent or something, and I will often say it depends what sleeping pattern my children are in, and they don't really understand this. And what I mean is my children don't have set bedtimes, and I do have another blog post on my website called Why My Children Don't Need a Bedtime. And often what people assume when I say, like, my children don't need a bedtime, or they're in an opposite sleeping pattern to me, they assume that my children aren't sleeping. But that's actually not true. They are getting between 8 to 14 hours sleep a day. It depends. Sometimes they'll sleep for a few hours and wake up, and then they'll go back to sleep. But they are very healthy sleepers. And to me, healthy sleeping is not always about the time we go to bed. It's the quality of sleep. And so I tried it the other way, and I'm thinking of one of my children. He's very, very stubborn and free-spirited. If I were, and I did go down this road, if I were to tell him when to go to bed, especially if he wasn't tired, there is no way that he would fight me on this. And in these situations, I have a choice. I can fight back, and I can keep trying to control him until I snap, or I have the choice to just let go and come back within myself. And if this is really hard, I can ask myself questions like, why do I feel this way? Why is this upsetting me so much? I'll just change this. My arm's getting tired. And, work on my own reaction and feelings, and to me, that creates some kind of letting go and relief. And it's the same in my job as a early child care worker. I run my own daycare, and I did this because I worked in a public childcare centre for 15 months, and I just did not agree with the way things were done. And especially as a parent of unschooled children for 12 years, I couldn't really relate anymore to forcing children to sleep during rest time or to eat food that they didn't like. And I would often have parents at the last daycare, and I sometimes, get it with my new business, is parents will be concerned and want me to put my foot down a little bit and try to get these children to do things like eat more or eat less or drink more or have a sleep or not have a sleep. And as much as I am somebody that likes to create balance and likes to make everybody happy, I cannot force other people's children to do things, just like I can't force my own children. And the same thing happened to me when I was working in public childcare. The more I would try to force these children to sleep or to eat, I noticed I was fighting them. I was fighting who I really am deep down, and it caused a lot of stress. And I had to constantly keep coming into a place of letting go. And I encourage this. I encourage early childhood educators out there and parents that if you find yourself fighting your children because they won't do certain things, I'm not saying completely give in and give them everything they want, but that the first step in creating a new solution or having a new perspective arise, something that we may not have realized could actually work, is to just come back into our own experience and look at ourselves within, how we're feeling, and try to, because we can't just let go. It's not possible to just say, okay, I'm just going to breathe and let go. If we have triggers that run deep, they are going to keep coming up if we don't address them. So I urge you to start addressing those things that your children or the children in your care are triggering within you, because that is an opportunity to meet your own needs, not your child's needs. And when we meet our own needs and we realize that what we think we want our children to do is actually something that we need within ourselves, then we can be more open to change and new perspectives and maybe take a look at things a little differently. So the reason why my children aren't told when to go to bed is because they have a very different lifestyle to most other children. They don't have to get up early to go to school, so they don't have to go to bed early. They are older. They are old enough to occupy themselves and keep quiet at night in their bedrooms, allowing them to have computer games, which to me has shown nothing but benefits over the years. It gives them something to do late at night in their rooms if they are not tired and everybody in the house wants to sleep. So I just learned to make things work. And that's what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be one way. There's so many ways to be with our children and to find balance and harmony within the family home. We just have to first be willing to accept what's going on and accept the way we feel, accept the way our children feel, and just be open to something new. So take care, everybody. Bye.